Hi, this is Brett Thornhill again from Brett Thornhill ADHD Coaching. If you've ever visited my Facebook page, you probably know that I love to post those little chunks of wisdom that seem to pop up in everybody's feed from time to time. Well, a while ago, I found and I posted one that said, "Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle." It was a quote from a gentleman by the name of John Acuff. Now, I don't know anything about Mr. Acuff, except for the fact that he was obviously a pretty wise man, or at the very least, he once had a pretty wise thought. And that thought reminded me of a story I heard from a documentary I watched a while ago about one of my favorite bands, the Eagles. It seems that very early on in Glenn Frey's songwriting career, he was given the opportunity to play one of his original tunes for Bob Seger. Now, both men originally hailed from Detroit. Seger was a lot further along in his career at that point than Frey, but Frey had a great deal of respect for him. So as the story goes, Frey summoned up the nerve to play Seger one of his early songs, and Bob Seger hated it, and he told him so. In so many words, he said, "It sucks." Well, Glenn Frey was devastated. In that moment, he actually felt like giving up. Seger's reaction had caused him to think that he might never be able to write a great song. Well, Bob Seger, clearly noticing Frey's reaction, said something along the lines of, "What's the problem? It's supposed to suck. You're brand new at this. What makes you think you get to skip that step?" Now, we can debate whether or not Seger could have found a little kinder way to make that point to his fellow artist. But the point is that at the time, Glenn Frey had no logical reason to be comparing himself to Bob Seger. Seger had worked and had honed his craft and had put in the time and effort to be where he was at that point in his career. And Frey wasn't there yet. Frey was just starting out. Whether you're an Eagles fan or not, I think we can all agree that it's a pretty good thing that he didn't decide to quit that day. Because as it turns out, he managed to write one or two pretty good songs in his career. So clearly we're not all Glenn Frey. But whatever it is that we choose to do in our lives, we had to resist the temptation to judge ourselves according to the accomplishments of others, especially in cases where they've traveled further down their individual path than we had. It takes time to learn any new skill, and even more time to get to the level of those who have already been practicing it for a while. And comparing ourselves to them tends to be a recipe for discouragement. And that's more likely to lead to thoughts of, "I can't do that," than thoughts of, "I haven't learned how to do that yet," which are much more productive. So let your beginning unfold in your own unique way, and try not to predetermine the outcome based on the perceived achievements of others. Because let's face it, your individual story is yet to be written. I want to thank you again for watching this video, and I want to remind you to please visit my website, ADHD.ca. There you can arrange your own 30-minute complimentary telephone consultation, or you can also use the email link to send me some comments or questions that I may be able to use for one of my upcoming Q&A videos. If you like, you can also post them on my Facebook page, Brett Thornhill ADHD Coaching, or if you'd rather send me a tweet, you can use my Twitter handle, @EmbraceYourADHD. So until next time, remember to keep looking for new ways to better understand, accept, and embrace yourself or your child as a way to move from merely surviving with ADHD to thriving with ADHD. Cheers!